Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Revell 148 scale P-40B Tiger Shark Diorama scene that we're building here. We finished the P-40 quite a while ago, and we actually painted the foam board on this way back too. It's been sitting on the back burner. And so I decided to pull it out, and we need to get proceeding on the rest of this diorama scene here. But I have the P-40 sitting where I plan on having it on the board. And I've been looking through some photos on the internet of the flying tigers and kind of their base of operations, and just get an idea of what types of runways and whatnot that they were taken off on. And the majority of the photos that I saw, they were grass runways, but they looked pretty looked like a lot of the grass was in spots, was either dead or probably from all the plane traffic. I don't know. It was kind of spotty grass everywhere, but they were grass runways in the photos that I saw, and some of them had little buildings and then trees in the background. But basically, this diorama idea that I had, I was going to name it, title it Ready for Takeoff. And basically, I wanted to it to be a scene where the pilot's just getting in the plane, hasn't shut the cockpit hatch yet, and is just getting ready to start the plane in its position where they park it, for lack of better words there. So what I plan to do is, in this video, I marked out where the P-40 is going to be on the diorama. It's basically going to be a static grass scene, but it's kind of going to be like I did that little test patch that I did a while back. I'm going to have some dirt exposed just to give it something more interesting than just static grass. I can't really put trees or bushes there unless I put it off to the back here, I suppose. But in the photos that I saw, there was like, if this was the photo, it was a picture of some P-40s lined up going this way, and then there was a little building off to this side, and there was like 4 big trees coming up. And I thought that'd be kind of cool to do, but I don't really have a whole lot of room, and I basically want the plane to be the highlight of the piece, but I also want the scene to be something a little more interesting than just static grass. So in this video, we're going to throw some of the glue down. You probably can't see it, but I did trace out some lines here where I'm going to have just the dirt exposed. Yeah, you can kind of see it. And then the rest of it will be static grass. Then I plan on doing a balsa border around the edge here and all that stuff, and then I'll put a little in the front of it here on the side where it's going to sit on the shelf will be a little plaque, and I'll have the name of the model and probably my little Ready for Takeoff title that I decided to give this diorama piece. So without further ado, I'm going to get rid of the P-40 here, get it fly away, put it back in its little spot that it's been sitting in so it's safe. And we'll just get some glue out, and we're basically going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 patches of dirt here. So I'll get the glue out, and we'll just get to work. I'm trying to look for, I had a brush that I was using for this kind of stuff that worked pretty darn good. See if I can find it. I think this one's the one. Alright, probably be best to start in the very back. I'm going to actually move this a little bit, because this one's kind of close to the corner. I'm going to throw some paper down so that some of my dirt doesn't get all over my nice clean work area here. Kind of catch it a little bit, and it brings it a little closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. Probably try to stand up here and I kind of learned with this it's kind of better to. This is really my first attempt at dioramas. I watch people do them all the time, and I was like, I need to try that. I don't necessarily need to have it perfect to my little outline that I did. Just kind of get a good idea. Yeah, my stomach is rumbling. So sorry if you hear that. What I want to kind of do on this, the big one over here, is I kind of want to do a deal where that it kind of I want to try to do like some indentations of the plane tracks, like it's turning toward the runway in a way. I'm gonna put this over here before I get glue all over the place. Get in my little dirt stash here, and I'll just sprinkle it on. I practice with I call it the phony looking grass. It came with the static grasser if that's what you call them, static grass machine, I should call it probably. But it was kind of a the color green to me didn't really look natural. I want to get, or I already did get a more natural looking grass. And I'll probably do like 2 different shades of it to give it a little more interesting look. Yep, I got some in there. Just give it a variation in color to make things interesting. I think we'll go to this one next. We'll just work our way from the back to front. That way I don't get glue all over my sleeve. Actually, this bottle of glue is about out. I think I'll grab a new bottle, and I can always get what's left in there, dump it in a fuller bottle. So as not to waste it. There we go. Kind of just doing some irregular blobs. The picture, it's like little patches of grass and a bunch of... It looks like dirt. It's a black and white photo, so I can't be 100% sure, I guess, looking at it for me, but It's awfully quiet tonight. My puppies must have fell asleep. Okay, yeah, I was gonna get a new bottle. All right, let's go to the big spot here. Kind of the light kind of tricks my eyes. I can't see where I penciled it in there. And I decided to go with a bigger one here because this one's seen a lot of plane wheels turning around. But that glue looks weird. Kind of clear in spots. I have never seen glue come out like that. It's kind of translucent up there, like it does when it dries. It kind of clears up. I better kind of mix that around just in case it. Make sure that it's gonna keeps its sticky property. I don't know. You're supposed to shake your Elmer's glue after a while? Seems to be mixing together. Okay, though. Actually, I like that. It gives it. And what I like about it too is the when you put the static grass on there, it kind of goes over it, so it doesn't have any gap between the ground part and the ground part and the grass. And I think too, my static grass machine, I charged it. It's one of those you plug in and charge up. It's not a. I had the option of a battery powered one and a one that you could plug into the wall and charge. And so I got that one. And I charged it, but I didn't use it until the next day. And they must discharge or something, because I noticed after I was applying the static grass to that test patch that I did, that the red light on it that indicates that it's on working was not working. So I'm going to make sure that I charge it and use it right away when I do it here. I had some of the grass lay flat, but the majority of it didn't do too bad. I'm actually impressed by it. Okay, we got one more to go. This is just going to be a smaller one in the front. the glue's looking better, so I guess after sitting for a while that it must separate, kind of like a paint would. Just checking the instructions here. Didn't think it said anything about shaking it. Yeah, I suppose like anything else, it'll separate over time. There, I don't even need to use the sponge on that. I drew the lines pretty decent with the bottle there. So we'll just finish this up quick. And I'll get to retire early tonight. Kind of a long day today at work. All right. Well, there's our clumps of dirt. Yeah, I kind of got it off camera for you. It looks like a terrible mess right now, but once that glue dries and everything, it'll end up looking all right. So I think we'll call that a video. And like I said, the P-40 will basically be there, and everything else after shake off the excess stuff after this dries will be static grass. And then we can start working on the, I'm going to do a balsa wood frame and stain it. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.